have your midday babe Trading with T's in the building with some very special brothers today. How y'all doing?
We're doing well. We're doing well.
We're gonna start from my left. What's your name?
My name is Kendrick Cunningham, and I'm the chair of the Solving Issues Making People's Lives Easier Political Action Committee.
Okay, well, that's a big title. Okay, what about you?
I'm Jameek Sproul. I'm the founder of Youth Basketball Empowerment, Young Brain Educated. Our organization is YBE Inc.
Okay, so I was just about to get into it. So YBE, Youth Basketball Empowerment, right?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay, so YBE was founded in New York City, 2012.
Oh, what part?
Queens, New York.
Oh, Queens. My family's from Brooklyn.
We're from we started the organization in Roselle. I'm from Cambridge Heights.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We started in 2012. We started as a basketball league for kids that weren't on teams and really couldn't afford to be on teams.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we took kids that were in the inner city, gave them the opportunity to play basketball on a higher level.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went into daycare. We went into summer camp. Summer camp was one of our biggest things that we did because summertime is the time of the year where kids kind of sit home.
Yeah, kind of. My little sister is just at home. I'm like, what can we do for her for the summer? So.
And summer camp is very expensive, and kids lose a lot of educational ground in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
So what we did was we put a affordable summer camp in play for parents. We charged a minimal fee, but we made it based where parents could afford it. Gave them an option to pay weekly.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing that we did is the basketball, where we go into a summer basketball tournament. In New York City, basketball is really big in the summer. And
I know when I used to be there, I used to see people just on the court, just kind of battling each other. It was just so organic and so much fun. So it was great for the kids to stay out of trouble. So that's kind of your avenue.
Right, so what we come in here to do is we basically put in the New York City basketball vibe in Charlotte. Charlotte right now is really, really big with basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It's becoming kind of the mecca of basketball, low-key.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put the Rucker Park Dykeman Field in Charlotte. We're going to be at Camp Green Park. Camp Green Park is a unique area. It had the particular park, Camp Green, has 8 basketball courts. It just recently got done over by the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they have 8 courts, which is, if you have 8, we don't have courts in New York that has 8 basketball courts. So this park is super unique. And we're kind of the only tournament in the summer right now that's going to be outdoors in Charlotte. So we expect a big turnout.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Kendrick, let us know your role with YBE. Tell us what do you do and what do you bring to the table, and speak directly into this if you could.
So what I bring to the table for YBE is I serve as the public relations specialist, and as a public relations specialist, I have created a advocacy campaign that YBE will be jump-starting here in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg area called Grow Inner CLT. And a little bit about what Grow Inner CLT is, it's a, as I said, it's an advocacy campaign that pretty much builds the electorate within West Charlotte and also streamlines all of the nonprofit organizations, all of the grassroots campaign workers, everything grassroots that we have going on in West Charlotte, to attract them to the YBE tournament, to let them know hey, this is, what we're starting to build community here in the inner city.
Okay, so what exactly do you mean by grow the inner city? I know this is one of the questions, and I kind of want to know myself. What do you mean as far as grow the inner city?
So right now, what we have happening in our inner city is we have a lot of urban renewal happening. And urban renewal is not necessarily bad, but when we have urban renewal that erases heritage, that urban renewal displaces a lot of people because of the inflation of rent that we have going on here in our city. So basically what Grow Inner City is advocating for is to transform the hood and basically not displace people, but build people up and build the neighborhoods that they're within so that they're not displaced and that they're able to afford and also grow where they're at.
Okay, so I read that this is you guys' first annual basketball empowerment group or league, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So where y'all expecting to take it, really? I know you're in New York and Charlotte. What's next? I know you guys want to grow it, so where else do y'all see this going in the next year or so?
So right now what we want to do is we want to be able to get it going and have it, basically running established good in Charlotte. And then we would like to branch out into the South Carolinas.
Oh, so really?
Because South Carolina is really the next, because after Charlotte gets built up, we have an expectation for Charlotte in 5 years to be one of the bigger cities.
Okay.
And then once Charlotte becomes big, the next place is going to be South Carolina.
Wow, and I was raised there, so it's just like you got it everywhere I am.
So,
That's what's up.
So we plan next to take it to South Carolina, branch into South Carolina a little bit, and give South Carolina something, because South Carolina doesn't have as much as Charlotte.
Listen.
I didn't want to say nothing, but
I'll say it. I'll say it. So for people who are interested, what are some requirements for your annual development league? What can people? How can people get involved? Bring their kids out? Like, what are the requirements?
Okay, so the first day of registration will be Saturday, June 15th, 8 to 11. We'll be at Camp Green every Saturday from 8 to 11. So parents could come down and register on Saturdays, 8 to 11. And then we're also there Sundays, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. So we did that, for early mornings for the heat purposes. It gets real hot out here. So we're trying to do it really early before the sun comes out. And we want to do it after church on a Sunday and when the sun goes down.
So you guys have a perfect schedule.
Perfect schedule, so no one has an excuse.
Not to bring your kids.
There you go. So, that's the days that you could come down and register. That's the days that the kids. So how we do the tournament is we start off with a skills camp. So from June 15th, every Saturday and Sunday to July 6th, we have a skills camp where a trainer named DeJuan Harris, that people might know him as the point guard, he is a part of the elite athletes training group. He's one of the bigger trainers here in Charlotte. Okay. He trains a lot of pro athletes. He trains a lot of the kids that are, playing AAU at a high level. He's gonna lead the basketball component. So,
How'd y'all connect with him?
A good friend of mine named Rod McCormick introduced me to him. He's really big in basketball as well. So he put me with the point guard, and he liked it. He's also from that area. Okay. So this is really big for him as well. So this was something that he felt was needed, and he came along and he was with everything. And so we're gonna end off the skills camp July 6th with a big family day. Family Day is going to be like the all-star weekend for the kids. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to do a parents game. We're going to do a DJs versus promoters game that 103 is going to be a part of. We're going to also...
Now, I can't play basketball. I'll say that right now. I can probably shoot a little bit.
We're going to have a baby dunk contest for the middle school kids. We're going to have a 3-point shootout for the elementary, middle school, and high school kids. We're gonna have face painting that day, bouncy house. We're gonna make that day a fun day for everyone, even if you're not part of the basketball tournament. Okay. You can come out and get your face painted. You come, just get some food. And we're gonna have food that day, and 103 is gonna be there giving out stuff. So we're gonna have a big day for the community that day. End off the skills camp. We're going to give out the uniforms that day for the kids to come down the following weekend, and that's when the games will start. Okay. So after July 6th, every weekend in that park, people could come down and watch good basketball as well.
That's really what's up. So Kendrick, please tell me, what are the ages? Like, for instance, if I have a 13-year-old little sister, what are the age groups in the brackets in order to be?
The age groups go like this. Well, we have a little kids age group, which is 4 years old to 7 years old. That's a unique age group. They play on 7-foot rims because in Camp Green Park they have 7-foot hoops in there. Then we have 3rd grade through 5th grade, which would be the elementary school division. Then we have 6th grade through 8th grade, which would be middle school division. And then we have 9th to 12th grade, which would be high school division. Okay.
All right, so what are you guys hoping to gain from this? When it's all said and done, what are you hoping to gain from YBE? I'll start with you, Kendrick, and we'll go.
For me, I'm hoping to gain a stronger sense of community in West Charlotte. That's the biggest thing for me.
Okay, what about you, Jimmy?
Well, our aim with everything is to take the inner city kids and give them something that, for the lack of a better word, the same thing that the kid that has money has.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because a lot of kids want to play basketball at a high level, and one of the big things in Charlotte is transportation, especially like in that particular area. Kids can't get to South Charlotte, they can't get to North Charlotte, so we want to put something right in the area for the inner city kid that can't get there, who parent may not be able to afford it. Give them something at a high quality that that'll take their kids to the next level that they could be a part of. We also are going to be introducing our daycare So YBE stands for many things. So this part of it is called Youth Basketball Empowerment. Then we have daycare that would be open in October. That component is Young Brain Educated.
Okay.
So Young Brain Educated is more of a academic component, which would be led by Nissa Walters, and that's when we go into daycare, after school, and summer camp.
Okay.
Which is the most important thing. You know, basketball is just the carrot to get the kids to be a part of something fun and cool. But we really want to build up that area in the educational. You know, and get everybody on track. The schools, because the schools are
needed. It's definitely needed. So where can people find you, follow you on social media, get in contact with you guys? They want to register today. How can they do that?
Okay, on Instagram we're YBETV or YBE Vision. If they want to register for the league, they can come down to Camp Green Park every Saturday and Sunday. Saturday 8 to 11, Sunday 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. and register their child, or just to come out and watch some good basketball. That's all on social media.
Okay, great. So any closing words that you want people to know about it, or you think we covered, Kendrick? Like, say anything?
I think we pretty much covered everything.
Okay.
For me, I'm just extremely excited about this initiative coming, and what we're going to build this out into. And I'm excited to see who wants to collaborate and what this is like going to become for our area.
It's going to be a great thing, and I love that you guys are doing this for kids. You know, definitely got to get these kids out the streets and learn something. And when a kid is active, they're prone to do great things in life. So I appreciate you guys so much for being here.